What's going on YouTube, and happy Halloween. We got another reaction video via subscribers request called Vinnie Paz End of Days featuring McCloud. This is via subscribers request. I decided to do a rapper that I have never heard of, a new one that I need to be put on, or maybe I will be grateful that I got put on, or maybe I won't be grateful that I got put on. I decided to do a new request. Not a new request, a request that wasn't a rapper that I already discovered on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I see all of you guys' requests. I do see it. I have a bunch of them, all right? Like I say all the time, it may not be in the time frame that you want it, but it will happen. But I just want to say, first off, thank you to 525 subscribers for me, all right? I really do appreciate it, considering the fact that I feel like I'm not as consistent to gain as much subscribers that I gained in the time frame that I got. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that's helped me get 525 subscribers. All right, I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications of my latest videos. All right, make sure you spam my comments with requests. It may not be in the time frame that you want it, but it will happen. And I also have a skit dropping today for Halloween. You know, a little skit. I got some props. Going on. I'm in the process of making it. But without further ado, let's get into it. Get this set up real quick. It's been a while since I've done a skit, man. But it's gonna happen today. It's gonna happen today. Alright. Vinnie Paz. This has goddamn fucking 20 million views. And here we go.
The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free. What the human race is suffering from is mass hypnosis. We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers.
I fuck with that. I understand exactly what he's talking about. You know, the difference between, you know, the false sense of freedom that people have, false sense of the security that people have. Like, for example, the false sense of security people have when they go into, when they work somewhere and have a boss, right? They think they're secure because, okay, they got this job they've been having for the last 4 months. I got money coming in the future to pay my future bills and this, that, and the third. And in reality, your security in your mind comes from a person deciding whether or not they still want you or not, regardless of it being you being fired is justified, regardless if you can fight the fact that you were fired unjustly in the court or whatever. Your security comes from the decision of somebody else deciding if they want you in the job or not. You know, like that's it. Like we have this thing that the next tomorrow my job will still be there, but it's just one decision. You're one decision away from going. Like false security.
We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably sick people. The chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on is absolutely enormous.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave. These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us modern day slaves. And everybody's just walking around, heading the clouds who won't awaken to a dead in the grave. By then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end of days.
Everybody is slaves, only some are aware that the government releasing poison in the air. That's the reason I collect so many guns in my lair. I ain't never caught slipping, never underprepared. Yeah, they straight sign on me, they just spring it proudly. George Bush, the grandson of Alistair Crowley. They want you to believe the lie that the enemy's Saudi. The enemy ain't Saudi, the enemy around me. It's fluoride and
ooh, that was some deep ass shit. The enemy in Saudi, nah, the enemy's around me. Think about that shit. All of the enemy that is put in front of us through television, social media, this, that, and third, that's what's put in front of us, right? somebody is controlling what news goes on out there. Because you know the scary thing about humanity? You know the very fucking scary thing? Us, the regular day people going to work, 9 to 5s, all that other shit, we don't know what's going on. We rely on news broadcasting companies and the television and social media to find out what the fuck's going on in the world, right? Somebody's behind that is controlling what we are informed about in the world, right? What we are informed about. The history books, all right? We know about a lot about what happened in history by the books that we are made to read in high school, college, etc., etc. Some people know what happened in history because they experienced it. That might not be in the books, you know, or might just be around, whatever stuff. But my point is, all the things that have been reported, all the news, all the history that's been written down in the books. What's scary to me is all the shit that hasn't been written down in the books, that hasn't been news, that hasn't been broadcasted, that hasn't been brought up to the general public's field of view. Imagine all that shit. Like, imagine all the stuff that's happened in the past, that's happening right now, that's going to happen in the future, that is not put into our attention. Like, there's stuff going on. There's stuff that's happened that's gone. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other stuff that's happened besides the history books that we read. You know what I'm saying? And the only people that know about it are the people that are around it, or people that have off the record sources of information that are not really in like the textbooks or whatnot. Like, that's just very scary to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's whether or not we know about the stuff that hasn't been reported, whether somebody intentionally didn't want the public to know what happened, or they just weren't able to do it in the first because they didn't know about it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Or they just decided this is more important than this. The fact that there's like a group of people that are controlling behind CNN, behind all these new broadcasting companies that control what we watch and what we are informed about, it's just scary, because all the stuff that we don't know about, it's just scary to me. I feel like one day the stuff that's not brought to our attention is gonna bite us in the ass. But that shit was proudy. That shit was hard. You know, enemies inside, you know, the enemies around me.
But nobody know that it's also a prominent ingredient in Prozac. For real? How could any government bestow that upon people who believe in political throwback? That's not all that I'm here to present you. I know about the Black Pope and Solomon's Temple. Yeah. About the Vatican assassins and how they will get you, and how they clone Barack Hussein Obama in a test tube.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave.
Hold on, what?
Motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's
Alistair Crowley, they want you to believe the army. They just break it proudly. George Bush, the grandson of Alistair Crowley. They want you to believe the lie of the enemy.
I gotta look up what Alistair Crowley is.
Saudi, the enemy ain't Saudi, the enemy around me. It's fluoride in the water, but nobody know that it's also a prominent ingredient in Prozac. For real? How could any government bestow that upon people who believe in political throwback? That's not all that I'm here to present you. I know about the Black Pope and Solomon's Temple. Yeah. About the Vatican assassins and how they will get you, and how they clone Barack Hussein Obama in a test tube.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave. These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us fight and be slaves. And everybody's just walking around, heading the clouds who wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. But then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end.
Whoever built the pyramids had knowledge of electrical power, and you know that that's the information that they suppress and devour. Who you think the motherfuckers that crashed in the tower? Who you think that made it turn into ash in an hour? The same ones that invaded your own, the ones that never told you about the skeletons on the moon. Yeah, the ones that poison all the food you consume.
Skeletons on the moon. The skeletons on the moon. Hold up. Now that pyramid stuff, knowing electrical power, that makes sense. But what the fuck you talking about skeletons on the moon? Goddammit.
Whoever built.
See, these some woke motherfuckers that got their information obviously from. I mean, I'm pretty sure there might be. Okay, look, I'm not gonna assume that a lot of people that are watching this video right now don't know what they're talking about right now, because they could be people that are getting information from other sources that aren't, you know, from the general public. Or this might be general public knowledge to other people, but not to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all information that one considers general public knowledge is not general public knowledge to anybody else. You know, you might know something, I might know something, yada yada yada. But skeletons on the moon.
The pyramids had knowledge of electrical power, and you know that that's the information that they suppress and devour. Who you think the motherfuckers that crashed in the tower? Who you think that made it turn into ash in an hour? The same ones that invaded your own, the ones that never told you about the skeletons on the moon. Yeah, the ones that poison all the food you consume, the ones that never told you about the Mount Vesuvius tombs. The bird flu is a lie, the swan flu is a lie. Why would that even come as a surprise? Yeah, the polio vaccine made you die. It caused cancer and it cost a lot of people their lives. Do y'all know about Bohemian Grove? How the world leaders sacrificing children in robes? Lucifer is God in the public school system. I suggest you open up your ears and you listen.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave. These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us modern day slaves. And everybody's just walking around, head in the clouds and wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. But then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end of days.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real. If you can persuade people that what they see with their eyes is what there is to see, you got them. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture of what's happening. And they have.
Okay, now with this stuff, you know, whatever, I want to verify some shit like the Black Pope, skeletons on the moon, the pyramids, the people that built the pyramids knowing electrical power. I know that, but I'm not just going, you don't blindly just, listen to information. But there's nothing that was said that I'm just like, okay, that's completely bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know so I don't feel stupid when I relay information to other people. It's not from just this video and then people do research on it. And that's the thing about it. They do research on it. It might not be any physical, obviously these people had to get their information from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to look it up myself, see what they're talking about. Skeletons on the moon, this, that, and the third, whatever. The Black Pope. And the enemies in Saudi, the enemies around me. That line, that bar was fucking good. This is fucking for Halloween. It was some fucking informative shit. All right, goddammit. But yeah, I'm a shout out to the subscriber that requested this, man. Like for real, this was like I didn't expect it to be this, information, waking people up type of rap. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys all thought, man. If you are you like me? Is it not hard for you to believe that the stuff that they're saying is true? You know what I'm saying? Like the Black Pope, I completely understand that. Completely understand that. Not surprising at all. Fucking skeletons on the moon, that shit surprised me. But if you enjoyed my reaction, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And make sure you hit the bell icon for notification of my latest videos, guys. Thank you to our 525 subscribers. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notification of my latest videos. Spam my comments with requests. You won't be disappointed. But until next time, guys, peace.